Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Slab for Monday, November 28th, 2022. I'm Nate, and I'm here with your sports card run. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more people like yourselves, card collectors. All right, our first topic of the day is a little history lesson here. So on this day in history in 1929, a number of years ago, almost 100 years ago, the Chicago Cardinals of the NFL beat the Chicago Bears, the same Bears that are around today, 40-6. Now, is that news in of itself that the Chicago Cardinals beat the Chicago Bears in 1929, 40-6? No, of course it's not. But there was a guy, fullback Ernie Nevers for the Chicago Cardinals, that scored all 40 points for his team, a NFL record. All 40 points. He scored 6 touchdowns and he kicked 4 extra points. So pretty incredible day from him. NFL record, 40 points scored by himself. Impressive. I'd like to see somebody do that today. I don't think it would ever happen. But what's even weirder is that I found some cards of him, and they're from 1955 Topps All-American set. And this is a game played in 1929. We're talking about 1955 set, years and years later. But even more weird than this card that you can see is that this is a rare time where if you would have bought a card 15 years ago, you could have bought it for less last year in the middle of the sports card boom in 2021. Don't believe me? Check this out. So in September 16th, 2007, his 1955 Topps All-American Ernie Nevers PSA 9 sold for $3,813 on Memory Lane auctions, the auction house there. The same place, years later, September 20th, 2021, 14 years later, $1,715. That is a massive $2,000 drop. Both, the auction house was the same, Memory Lane each time, and yet the price was a $2,100 difference 14 years later and not in the right direction. I would have thought you would have bought it for $1,700 in 2007 and sold it for $3,800 in 2021. That is not the case. So crazy find here is that you really never know in sports cards. If you would have bought that in 2007, you would have definitely thought that 14 years later you'd be making money, not losing 2,000. All right, our Instagram post of the day is "The hype is real?" ? And that is because 2022 Bowman Chrome just came out. And you can see here, Jackson Chourio is the chase guy. Makes my heart happy as a Brewers fan to have a Brewers player be the chase for an entire product. I'm pumped about that. And yet also I'm sad because that means it's probably out of my price range to get his autos. And you can see here, somebody paid $10,000 for a gold auto, number to 50, of Jackson Chourio, non-graded. $10,000. To put that in perspective, what could you have bought for $10,000 around the same time? Well, a Bryce Harper gold auto, number to 50, BGS 9.5 from 2012. So that just goes to show you how insane, absolutely insane, current Bowman Chrome market is on prices, because everyone, you want Jackson Chourio to become Bryce Harper, and yet their prices are already similar, and they're not really even that similar because this is a raw compared to BGS 9.5. I love Jackson Chourio, don't get me wrong, but even I am flabbergasted that people are spending this amount of money on a guy when you can spend the same amount of money on Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, 42 wins above replacement, 2 MVP awards. He's been in a World Series. He won Rookie of the Year. He's been a multi-time All-Star. He's probably, as long as he has a healthy 30s, going to make the Hall of Fame. He only needs about 18 wins above replacement in his 30s to do that. So he's probably going to do that. And yet the price is $10,000 for Jackson Chourio, $10,000 for Bryce Harper golds, number to the same. Make it make sense to me. I don't know. I also don't agree with, there's people that don't agree with the price, and then they go so far as to say you're paying $10,000 for a guy who's not even going to make it, referring to Jackson Chourio. And that too is absurd because Jackson Chourio was an 18-year-old in AA, literally almost a guarantee that he is going to make the majors one way or the another. He is going to make the majors because you don't make it to AA as an 18-year-old and then don't get a chance at all. So, like, you have two extreme ends where one extreme is like you spent a ton of money on an 18-year-old and you're taking on a huge amount of risk. The other extreme end is saying that this guy's not even going to make it. It's an ignorant take on both ends. I'm not going to touch either of them more than that. That being said, be wise with your money. This is a huge risk right now for Jackson Chourio. Wait a couple weeks, maybe wait a month, and then buy in Chourio and see where the prices go. And our trender for today is Christian Pulisic. Yep. So the American, he had 1 assist against Wales in a 1-1 draw. And then he had a couple close missed chances against England in a 0-0 draw. But because it was 0-0, all they have to do is beat Iran on Tuesday to move on to the round of 16, a thing that America has not done in a while. So it's pretty exciting, I would say. I'm not a huge soccer fan, and even I loved watching America play England the other day, and I will look forward to watching them play Iran on Tuesday. And the thing is, Christian Pulisic is the biggest American there is for soccer, and he has a chance here. Once-in-a-lifetime chance of cementing his name in American sports icon history. You think of the Kobes, you think of the LeBrons, you think of the Babe Ruths, you think of all those guys, right? If Christian Pulisic can have a big game, bring the team to a round of 16 as a 24-year-old, we're talking about people that will never forget his name. That's how important this game is. That's how big this game is. He has one game, one shot at glory here, and hopefully, as the lead American, as the most famous American, and as probably the most talented American, hopefully he can get it done on Tuesday. As for his prices, well, his kaboom, you're looking at here, $1,300 on December 24th, 2021, $1,400 on the 24th of November. So $100 difference there in a little less than a year. But if he can beat Iran and this card sales again, I imagine it will go up because I believe Pulisic will have to be a big reason why we beat Iran if we do. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's Daily Slab, and I will talk to you tomorrow on Tuesday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.